Band of Beavers, Orcas versus Polar Claws. The Band of Beavers head northbound to catch a glimpse of the northern lights, which will no doubt astound. The friends admire the majestic beauty of the Arctic, every sight and sound. But there is one thing, or more precisely, a special someone they have not found. Who, you say? But Polar Claws, of course. The beavers wish he may be around. An Atlantic walrus asks, "Have you seen a spot to build a home along this trail?" "Sorry, no," Bo answers. The walrus adds, "Thank you anyway. I'm looking for a new home, but have come up empty to no avail." "Wonder why he needs a new home," asks Bree, as they leap on a piece of sea ice and set sail. As they near the North Pole, out of the water pops two heads and a black and white tail. Three Orca brothers circle the team, and Bree yells out, "Watch out! Killer whales!" "Where are you beavers headed?" asks Orca Jake. Bo answers, "We're on an adventure, hoping to meet Polar Claws. We send him letters every year in the mail." Orca Luke jumps in, "Really? We think that guy is a total fail." "You don't like Polar Claws?" says a confused beaver named Bram. Orca Miles jumps in, "Yeah, Polar Claws is a liar, a sham, and a scam." Every animal gets a present, but not us. Not a basket of fish, a squid sandwich, or a tasty spiced ham. Orca Jake adds, "Well, we don't need a gift from him. Instead, we'll treat ourselves to a beaver brunch with some toast and jam." Brit Beaver says, Wait. We can figure out why he doesn't have you on the nice list. I promise we can." The Orcas lock up Bo, Bram, and Bree, but set Brad and Brit free. Orca Luke whispers to the duo, "Be back by tonight, or your friends are tonight's supper. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am." Brit and Brad take off at full speed as Orca Miles yells out, "I wouldn't be late getting back if I were you." The duo race past glaciers, icebergs, and melting sea ice of white and blue. "How will we find Polar Claws in time?" worries Brad as they run into the two caribous. "You need to find the big guy?" they ask. "Head towards the mountain range. It takes only a minute or two. Best be quick though, it's Christmas Eve and he's very busy. So much so, it's even a little cuckoo." Brit and Brad run up to a large igloo complex known as the home of Polar Claws. Out hop a slew of Arctic hares to the beavers' guests who've shown out without cause. "Hello, can we help you?" the hares say, waiting for a reply as they take a pause. "Well, we'd like to speak to Polar Claws. We need his help," Brad says. "Our friends are in danger because—" The hares quickly interrupt. "You got it. Come with us. Any friend that sticks up for a friend is great," as tiny paws erupt in applause. Polar Claws sits on a frozen riverbank deep in conversation with Nella Narwhal. "We have less fish to eat year after year and fewer spots to call home. This world needs a wake-up call." Nella nods. "But this is not only your problem to solve. We all have a part to play. All for one and one for all." Claus responds, "I know, but it breaks my heart to see animals and their families hurting, and I don't have a solid plan that I can install." The beavers overhear. "We're sorry to interrupt," says Brit, "but can you help us?" as they explain their need to hurry back before nightfall. Bram, Bree, and Bo try to escape the Orca jail, but cannot. "Hey Orcas, let us out! Delicious and scrumptious, we are not." Orca Lucas chirps back, "You three for our dinner sounds great. How about that food for thought? Orca Miles adds, we eat meat. It's not personal, and you're meat. We also dislike polar claws, which cannot be forgot. Bree whispers, there must be a good reason why polar claws never brought them a gift. I hope Britt and Brad get back soon. They are our only shot. Britt and Brad ride atop Nella's back as they dodge ice chunks that splish and splash as they break. Polar Claws charges alongside as Brad Beaver says, I have to ask, Mr. Claus, the Orcas mention you never brought them a gift? Is that true or fake? Polar Claw's eyes grow large as he slams on the brakes and does a double take. Oh my, that's right, it's true. I must have been so distracted and worried by our northern homes being destroyed that I messed up. This is a very serious and hurtful, but honest mistake. I'm at fault. I made a huge error. I struck out when it counted most, with a swing and a miss. I will apologize. I feel terrible. I simply forgot to add them on the nice list. Britt leaps off Nella and heads straight to Polar Claus. She looks at him eye to eye. Listen, please. This I insist. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does. As you said, the important thing is what we do to make it right. You'll fix this with a sincere apology that's super sweet, like an iced tea with a tasty lemon twist. Let's hurry, says Claus. I have some beavers to assist. The beavers try in vain to convince their Orca jailers that Polar Claus is not a heartbreaker full of lies and a fraud. As the evening begins to creep in, Orca Luke licks his lips. Seems to be no beaver friends in sight, so when eating beaver must be the first, de Claude. Orca Jake snaps back. No, silly. They can be diced, sliced, or swallowed whole. Miles and Luke applaud. The Orcas explain, Beavers, your time is up. They surround them with smiling sharp teeth and a hungry killer whale pod. When suddenly, a powerful wave sends the Orcas flying. The rescue team appears. 2 beavers, a polar bear, and a narwhal. What an effective odd squad. With a swipe of her tusk, Nella Narwhal, the unicorn of the sea, smashes the prison bars of ice. The beavers quickly work together and trap the Orcas with a temporary 3-tail ice cup device. Let us go, yells Orca Jake. You made us feel left out, unwanted, and unimportant. That disrespect must come at a price. I am so very sorry, explains Polar Claus. I never meant to hurt you 3. Please do not harm my friends. Please do think twice. You have every right to be mad at me, but not at them. Can you forgive me for my mistake, my faux pas? If you could, that would be extremely nice. The group talked for hours. They discussed Polar Claw's flub and his worries about dwindling northern habitats. They brainstorm ideas they can do, to be precise. Britt says, nobody is perfect, not any child, adult, or even Polar Claws. We all take wrong turns in life from time to time, but learning to forgive one another helps us move forward and get along. The Orcas agree it was a mistake and are no longer angry or hurt. They now feel like they belong. Nella adds, what's truly important is saving our homes. Ecological blunders that pollute and wreck our homes must stop. It's time every animal does what's right. We must, for our planet to remain strong. We can save our homes, but we must learn from our mistakes. By making better choices, we will right these wrongs. Recycle and reuse. This will protect our oceans and forests. Only use what you need. Do this, and our planet will be on the mend. They all agree a healthy planet is the only gift we really need. This is what they'll tell all their friends and believe this message can become a trend. Polar Claw chirps in, I have an idea, but I need some help from my smart and fast swimming friends. We'll give out eco-friendly gifts with reminder notes to make good choices. we can all do our part to help this world heal in the end. There is no mistake about this one. This time of year is about family, kindness, and peace on Earth. Helping to protect the planet is the perfect gift to share, believe, and defend. Thank you for joining us for Band of Beavers, Orcas versus Polar Claws.